All right, today we are going to make something called a rooster catcher. I know that sounds crazy, but if you raise chickens and you've been around roosters, you know that most of the time they're not very nice. If they're coming at you head on, you don't want any part of them. They got spurs and they're pretty mean. But sometimes you got to move a rooster, you know, you got to take care of a rooster, you got to take care of a pen that there's a rooster in. They're super protective of their hens and they're just doing their job, but it ends up being no fun for us. So I just had this idea, quickly put this together out of some plywood and a piece of old conduit I had. It's kind of heavy and wieldy. I had an idea for a better version, and I talked to some of my friends that raise chickens and they all were like, oh man, that's awesome, you got to show people how to do it. So I'm going to do it. This one, it didn't take very long. It only took 5 or 10 minutes to make, but it was kind of annoying. It was kind of hard. So we're going to try a new way. All it takes is one piece of 3/4 inch PVC. This is an old piece of PVC we've had forever. It's old electrical conduit actually. And just about 4 feet of it. It's lighter weight. I think it's going to work a whole lot better. And it has less potential for the rooster to get hurt. So we'll put some stuff together real quick, get this set up, and I'll show you how to do it. All right, so we're just taking this 3/4 inch PVC conduit. We're gonna go ahead and put it in this vise with 6 or 8 inches sticking out of one end. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark this at 6 inches. Let me grab me another Sharpie. We'll mark this at 6 inches, and then I'm gonna put a line right down the center. Orange, where did it work? All right, so now I got a nice line going down the middle. This is all relative here. I'm not doing anything fancy. We're just gonna take this and split this PVC down the middle and let it curve off the end so it has a nice smooth edge with no rough edges. So I'm gonna basically just cut this down one side and run it off the edge. I'm gonna use a sawzall. My bandsaw would work really great for this, but it's down right now. So I'm just gonna use a sawzall like a jigsaw and we'll see if it works. Hopefully it does. Pop this out of the vise, I'll show you what we got. Alright, so pipe is split halfway down and just run off the edge there. Now we made a thinner spot that's round on one side. Alright, so we got the camera set back up here. We're going to take, and I'm going to put on a couple gloves. Basically what we're going to do is this Sharpie is about the same size as a rooster's leg, a little bit smaller, but as a basis, this is going to probably tweak back when it dries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat it up in this portion with a torch right in the middle of my 6 inch area I cut out. We're going to heat this up right in this range. And I'm going to take the Sharpie and bend this around and then just kind of let it touch and squish it so it creates a little round pocket at the end, and as it starts to cool we'll pull it back apart so it makes a little hook. You'll see what I'm talking about here. You could probably do this with a heat gun, or a really hot hair dryer would work. Just going to get the flame going. This is just a regular propane torch. And we're going to start heating this plastic. Try to do it evenly and not all at one place at one time. I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on it like this so I can feel it when it starts to bend. It will burn, so you gotta be careful with it. Little heat, little at a time. A heat gun would work better for this. It wouldn't get so hot and burn so bad, but if we heat it up and just don't keep the heat on in one spot for very long, this works pretty good with PVC pipe. So as it heats now, you can see it's getting really soft. As soon as I heat up that back side, you want this to be pretty soft. I don't want it to get too toasty, but I do want it to be soft. So here we go. We're going to try this. Turn it off real quick without burning Adrian. And then we're going to bend this thing around this Sharpie. So what we want is it to create, I don't know if you can see that very good, but I'm going to try and create a V by pushing a little bit with my thumb and make a hook with like a ball at the end. I'll show you a better view of it once it dries. All right, we're gonna have to make a quick adjustment here. This thing's just a hair small. We're gonna go ahead and make it a little bigger just to make it work. So we used a Sharpie last time as the center, and you can see it's kind of hard to get it to stretch into there. We're gonna make, I'm gonna try this again using this part of this screwdriver to give us a little bit wider. That's more like our Rooster right now. He's a big Buff Orpington, so we're gonna make it a little bit bigger. So we got this thing bent around where it looks like it's gonna work now. I'm gonna go ahead and put that same V on it. A little over bent. And let this thing cool back down. We'll give it another shot. Here we go. This is Rooster Catcher 2.1. We're gonna give it a shot. Adrian's gonna try and catch him real fast. Show you how this thing works. You just wanna hook the chicken, his leg up near his body, so it slides down and catches him just above the spur, and you should be able to get him right to you. He's in a good spot right there if you can just get him. There you go. He got out. He's been hooked before, so he knows what's up a little bit. Try this one more time, right where the feathers meet the leg. There you got him. You can pull him towards you. And go ahead and get that off his, there we go, it came off his leg. And she has a caught rooster without getting spurred. So that's the whole point behind this, just an easy way to catch them. You could put another foot or so of length on that hook. It would probably work a little bit better, and if your chickens haven't been hooked a bunch of times, they don't know what's going on, it may be a little easier for you too. You can use this to catch a hen as well. It just works good on roosters because of their spurs. I mean, the whole point of not just being able to go up and pick them up is you don't want to get spurred. So anyway, that's a quick, easy idea. I mean, you're talking $2 worth of materials, a little bit of time. You can do it with a blow dryer. Once you cut the PVC thin, you could do it with a blow dryer and not have to have a torch. But that's it. Quick, easy way to catch a rooster or a hen. Thanks, guys.